Like the video and subscribe right now, and I will show you the most worthy doggo. Ready? 3, 2, 1. The last image of Keith Spassford, a 14-year-old Australian boy who wanted to explore the world, so he snuck to a plane wheel well. It opened in mid-air and the boy fell out. The photographer was just testing his new lenses and was shocked after developing those images. A member of a Facebook group dedicated to taking pictures of loaded weapons pointed at Dick's finally snot himself in the balls. According to bloody pictures and video he posted on social media and the Imperial County Sheriff's Office, which confirmed the incident to Motherboard. Rather than step back and start questioning whether the practice is wise, the group made him an administrator and are now celebrating him as their king. Gun enthusiasts celebrate man who shot himself in the balls as their king. Lions kill suspected rhino poachers who sneaked onto South African game reserve. Suspected poacher sneaked onto a South African game reserve to hunt rhinos, but a pride of lions found them instead. A guide at the Sabua Game Reserve spotted what appeared to be human remains on Tuesday near the group of lions. According to reserve owner Nick Fox, it was getting too dark. Oklahoma girl, 15, died from overdose in TikTok Benadryl challenge. The Benadryl challenge is a new game in which teens on TikTok are encouraged to take as much allergy medicine. NSA and FBI. Girl, 10, brain dead after taking TikTok blackout challenge. Tied belt around neck in extreme choking test on social media. A 10-year-old Italian girl was declared brain dead by a Palermo hospital Thursday after taking the blackout challenge on TikTok. 7 die after drinking coronavirus hand sanitizer when alcohol ran out at a party in Russia. Wrexham woman was strangled by dog leads. Inquest hears. A woman died after being strangled by leads being pulled by 2 dogs, an inquest has heard. Deborah Roberts, of Wrexham, was found in the Garden Village area of the town on the 8th of July. 2 workmen found Ms. Roberts after a young girl asked them for help, saying her friend was choking. The brief hearing in Ruthin was told. North Wales East and Central Senior Coroner John Gittins adjourned the case for a full inquest. Ms. Roberts was discovered face down on a grassed area behind Southleek Drive, with dog leads around her neck being pulled by 2 animals. A woman refused to follow doctor's advice because she didn't do needles died after falling into a diabetic coma. Natasha Horn, 20, kept her type 1 diabetes diagnosis secret and refused to follow medical advice which would have let her live a normal life. Someone else died today at the Capitol. He tased himself on accident and had a heart attack. Nothing will stop us. They can try and try, but the storm is here, and it is descending upon DC in less than 24 hours. Dark to light. Madhya Pradesh, Aslam Baba who treated coronavirus by kissing people's hand, dies. 24 contacts test positive. Nodal Officer Dr. Pramod Prajapati also admitted that 24 people have been found infected who were in contact with the Baba. The district currently has 46 active patients. So far 4 people have died. In Houston, Texas, a 19-year-old boy named Rashid died attempting to play Russian roulette with a semi-automatic pistol instead of a revolver. That boy. I call this game American roulette. You have 0% chance of surviving. Body of man, 29, who went missing 5 weeks ago when he was filming himself jumping off a rented boat, but accidentally left it in gear, is found more than 1,500 feet down in Lake Tahoe. Ryan Normoyle, from New Jersey, rented a boat on Lake Tahoe on August 10th. He filmed himself jumping into the water on his cell phone. Investigators said he left the boat in gear, which meant it traveled forward. He was unable to catch up with it and drowned in the rough waters. His body was finally recovered Sunday 1,565 feet under the water. Search teams tracked his location through his cell phone GPS data. It was the deepest recorded recovery ever carried out in the US and Canada. 30 Taliban militants killed in explosion during bomb-making class. Addicted to PUBG, a P teenager skips food and water, dies after playing game continuously for days. He was so addicted to the game that he forgot about eating and drinking and skipped his meals for days. Yahoo headbutted cop suffered brain damage sledging on toilet seat. Liam Stafford from Paisley kicked off during a trip to Middlesbrough. 3-year-old kills policeman dad with service gun. A rookie police officer was shot to death by his 3-year-old son, who had grabbed the man's service weapon from a kitchen table. Joshua Hafner, 22, was pronounced dead early Friday after several hours of surgery at Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville. He had been flown by helicopter from an airport near his home in Smyrna, about 20 miles to the southeast. The shooting occurred late Thursday, shortly after Hafner had arrived home from his shift at Nashville's South Sector Precinct, said Sergeant Ken Hampton of the Smyrna Police Department. He was taking off his duty equipment and laid his Glock .40 caliber semi-automatic pistol on the kitchen table, apparently while he had his back turned and was talking to his wife. Their 3-year-old picked the gun up and shot him, Hampton said. Hafner graduated from Nashville's Police Academy November 1st and was completing his field training. Woman killed by gator on Kiowa Island was fascinated, took pictures before attack. Cynthia Covert was waist deep in a pond behind her friend's home on Kiowa Island, clutching a rope as her friends tried to get her away from the alligator that dragged her into the water. As her friends pulled, she calmly said, "I guess I won't do this again," according to a supplemental report released Tuesday by the Charleston County Sheriff's Office. Featured comment. Ryu Hayashi. Her. He's probably thinking about other girls. Him. If John Cena wears camouflage, will his invisibility go away, or does the camo make him more invisible? If you want to be featured in the next video, use #dankness. Arkansas hunter dead after D.A.R.E shot apparently gets up, attacks him. Man mocks alligators, jumps in water, and is killed in Texas. No swimming, alligators. D.A.R.E officer dies of overdose while raiding evidence locker and gets a parade the next day. In June of this year, a police officer with over 2 decades on the job was found dead in the Winnemucca Police Department's evidence locker. He had a bag of fentanyl in his pocket, yet when his death was announced, it was reported that Officer Matt Morgan died of natural causes. The very next day, dozens of police departments from around the area put together a procession parade 2 hours long in his honor as people stood along the route to pay their respects. But Morgan didn't die of natural causes, and he had no business being in the department's evidence locker that day. Oklahoma girl, 15, dies after taking the Benadryl challenge on TikTok, where teens take large quantities of the anti-allergy drug to hallucinate. So I might have took 10 Benadryls and chiefed the duck my brother's pen just to feel something. A farmer in India, who worshipped President Trump like a god, has died of cardiac arrest. He had stopped eating to show solidarity with his idol suffering from COVID-19, his family said. From rural India, he worshipped Trump and built a shrine. Man falls to death off cliff while taking pictures. More human remains found during recovery effort. The human remains in the canyon were from an unknown and unrelated incident. Purse robber, 42, jumps to his death off the Brooklyn Bridge after being cornered by police. A 42-year-old man jumped to his death off a Brooklyn Bridge ramp on Saturday. Cops responded to reports of a stolen purse in Dumbo, Brooklyn at 9 p.m. The suspect took off in a Honda Accord, crossed the Brooklyn Bridge, while followed by police, and hit a cop car near the FDR ramp. He then headed down to the Pearl Street ramp, exited the car, and jumped over the side of the bridge ramp in a bid to evade police. He was rushed to Bellevue Medical Center and died of his wounds. His name has not been released to the public yet. A man in India died after a cow he had stolen kicked him in the groin. The 50-year-old man was identified as Govind Dapper, who had multiple cases of smuggling against him, India reported on June 26. He stole a cow from a farmhouse in Appenahalli, a village located at the southern state of Karnataka, as per Canada News via India. After traveling with the cow for 2 kilometers, he tried to force it into a vehicle so it could be transported. In return, the cow kicked him in the groin, causing his death. Govindappa was found the next morning in the outskirts of the village, Suvarna News reported on June 24th. People from the town informed Nagahalli police of his death, and an autopsy confirmed that he died from the blow to his groin. You have been visited by the great burb of capitalism. Many seed will come your way, but only if you comment. Good job, Mr. Burb. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe for more daily videos.